All right, guys, Counterpunch boxing. Now, look, I'm going to get right into it. We're going to talk about Paulie malignaggi. We're going to talk about the Patreon that I set up. We're going to talk about all kinds of things, the cancel culture. I've made over, 1,000 videos. I don't think it's rare that I bring you guys a non-boxing, video. Over 1,000, 11, 1,200 videos that I've made. Probably more like 2,000 if you combine the channels I've deleted. I've got like a 99% ratio of talking about boxing, but today I just ask that you listen to the entire video. We're going to go to my Facebook, we're going to go to YouTube, we're going to go everywhere. But this cancel culture, guys, it is getting out of control. Now, let me fill you in. Paulie, I got a video. Go watch my video. Just hit 4,000 views, hundreds of comments, doing quite well. So thank you, cancel culture. But he puts out a statement. I showed you verbatim what the guy said. I didn't see anything in there that would be qualified as racist. I mean, look, you can twist it up however you want. There's nothing in there. So now here's what they're doing. They're saying, well, now that the facts are out, this is what happens. It's basically, we live in a society, innocent until proven guilty. Now it's guilty until proven innocent. So they put out, what he said, and it was nothing. It wasn't that bad, right? Now they're saying, oh, well, it was a comment he made back in 2017. It's something he said in 2015. Said, okay, well, show me. What did he say? Not one single person has been able to produce anything racist Paulie has ever said. Now, did he give his opinion that could be twisted up? Sure. That can happen to you. That can happen to me. It happens all the time. But look, I know him personally. What do I mean by I know him on a personal level? I've interviewed him. I've hung out with him. I can literally text Paulie right now and he will reply. I know this man. He's surrounded by African Americans, Asians, Hispanic people, white people. It doesn't matter to him. Okay, so, I think it's funny how you have these woke warriors, right? Looking for their woke points, I call it, these woke warriors all over the internet calling this man a racist when they know nothing about him. And then they read the comments and there's nothing there. But facts don't matter. Logic doesn't matter. Reality it no longer matters in 2020. And that is the world we're living in. Let me say one thing before we hop over to Facebook, YouTube, wherever. Never listen to people, right? How can I phrase this, guys? First of all, let me back up. The Patreon. I created the Patreon and I'm asking you guys again to support me on Patreon. I'm not going to be chased off by this cancel culture or whatever. Also, I got a video coming up showing how I've been shadow banned. Now, it sounds crazy, right? You're probably, take off the tinfoil hat, buddy. No, I'm going to show you guys proof, and we'll get into that. I have a video to follow. Proof that I have been shadow banned. My channel has been throttled. And I'm going to prove it, and I'm going to send it directly to YouTube. But let me say this, guys, and we'll get to the good stuff here. Never listen to people that are trying to teach you how to hate yourself. Okay? Somebody's texting me. Did you guys hear what I said? We got interrupted. My friend texted me. Never listen to people that are trying to teach you how to hate yourself, right? That you are inherently bad. You are fundamentally broken. There's something in your DNA that makes you an awful person, a terrible person, just by being born. This is what I'm being told now by hundreds of people, right? Look, guys, I'm sick and tired of people telling me, what an awful person I am because of the color of my skin. That is a definition of racism. Isn't it? Isn't that the definition? One of the most cynical, one of the most evil thoughts a person can have is how can I tear you down to make myself feel better? And that's the angry mob we have. That is the culture, we're living in. And basically, I'll take it a step further. We're living in a society now. We have a bunch of, people. Boxing Moto Media. Oh, cool. New video. A bunch of people, running around trying to heal the world from hate, right? We have people running around trying to heal the world from hate by spreading more hate and hating the people that they think are hateful. Did you guys catch that? They want to heal the world from hate by hating the people that they believe are hateful. I'm going to pause there. I really want that to sink in. Guys, look, I have so much to say. I'll try not to make it a long video, but, and I love how people on the internet, right, that's never met me, they live across the country, across the world, but they're going to tell me who I am and what I think, right? And look, guys, I know it's a touchy subject, but I'm sick and tired of watching a bunch of white people, and I'll say that very loud and clear, a bunch of white people trying to show the world how great they are by defending a movement they know nothing about. White people have literally hijacked the BLM movement. I mean, I know people, fish belly white, that have never spent 10 minutes with a person of color, but now they're on the front lines of the war, standing for racial equality while shouting to the world how awesome they are. I mean, we call that virtue signaling. Ladies and gentlemen, that is virtue signaling, right? I mean, like I said, I've never seen anything like it. I saw a video. This girl was from Africa, okay? An African American. She's at a protest. And there was this white girl telling her that, you're oppressed. You're a victim. You're this, you're that. And she was, and the African American girl said, no. I love this country. I'm from Africa. I came here. I'm going to be a doctor. I live in a gated community. I've never experienced a racism. And I'm not saying it doesn't exist. Of course it does. Sure it does. Right? But this white woman is screaming at this black woman, calling her a racist. I mean, what does the world come to? And you're, by birth, you are a racist. And here's the thing. These people call you a racist, okay? And you say, no, I'm really not, man. I'm just not. And they go, well, that's exactly what a racist would say, right? They call you, say you're racist. You're like, no, man, no, I'm really not. I don't know what you're talking about. And they're, yep. That's the first sign of being a racist, is denying that you're a racist. And usually it's another white person telling that white person. Then I say, well, but you're white, so are you racist? Well, I'm not. No, I just mean you are. Well, you just told me that because I'm white, I'm inherently racist, so aren't you because you're white? Guys, like I said, logic out the window, common sense out the window, right? I had a guy on Facebook tell me that, if I don't fall in line, if I don't support a movement, then I will be canceled. I will be banned, right? I mean, it's truly frightening what is going on in the world. And I'm not saying that, look, guys, I want to make it quite clear. Is there racism? Sure there is. It can be against white people, black people, Asian people. Of course there is, right? But I do believe right now people are using it as a weapon and, canceling people. Now, we just had, let me touch on something before we read my comment here. We just had, let's take Goya beans, right? Goya beans. You guys know it's the Hispanic food chain. He came out supporting Trump, okay? And they said, cancel him, shut it down, right? Now, in doing so, they're putting hundreds of hardworking Hispanic people out of work. Now let me make this loud and clear. And guys, a lot of this is coming from white people. Okay? Cancel this company, shut them down, close the doors, turn the lights out. Okay, well, what about, I think they have something, I forget what it is, like 1,200 employees that are going to be out of work now. The majority of them are Hispanic. What about their family, their children? Guys, what is going on? Canceling butter, canceling syrup, canceling, Paw Patrol, canceling, what is that Miami Live, whatever police show, canceling movies, canceling songs, Dixie Chicks changing their name. Was that Lady Abella or whatever the hell her name is now? She's Lady A, or Lady A, the letter A. It's just like, what is going on? I mean, I'm serious, guys. I don't get it. Maybe I'm just like a dumb white guy. But, here's the thing. I grew up poor as dirt. I came from nothing. So if anything, I've been a victim of poverty, of, being stereotyped. I worked hard and I made something of myself, but I'm not a victim, guys. I'm not a victim, right? I've accomplished a lot in my life. And, so I don't know. This whole, professional victim, it's like the new sport in the world. Like, who's the biggest victim? And that's the culture we're living in, okay? So, I wrote here, I encourage all of you to cancel your Showtime. Now you're just saying, well, Counterpunch, you're fighting against cancel culture, but you're telling people to cancel Showtime. Yeah, in fact, I am. This is the one time I will give them a taste of their own medicine. And right now, I've heard about 70, 80, 90 people have canceled Showtime, on my behalf. So there you go, Showtime, right? Paulie Malignaggi, by the way, got a multi-million-dollar deal with Sky Sports, so good on Sky Sports. You guys go support them, okay? Because they're not going to bow down to these bullies, to these tyrants, trying to cancel you. Because what's going to happen with Paulie? No one's going to work with him. No one's going to be, want to be seen with him or associated with him. And guys, doesn't that remind you of the old days when they're like chasing people through the town with a pitchfork, right? Just this angry mob. And typically, like I said, it's a bunch of white people, on Twitter. Like I said, I call them the woke warriors. Coming for you. It's crazy. I'm embarrassed to be an American. Sorry, not sorry. This cancel culture is a mental illness. I mean, seriously, how weak and fragile can one be? You said something I don't like on Twitter 10 years ago. Now I'm going to destroy your life. Other countries are laughing at us. Now, you guys know boxing, it's a worldwide community. I talk to people from Russia, the UK, China, all over the world, and they are literally laughing at us. We have become weak, feeble people. Okay? Now, let me read this comment here. Hang on, guys. I'm going to get it together here. Okay. F. Paulie, I'm watching Showtime right now. You're a sensitive ass mad at cancel culture, but haven't shut up about canceling Showtime. You're embarrassed to be American, but support Trump. Man, please shut your ass up. You sound effing dumb as fuck. Okay, so guys, first of all, this person knows nothing about me or my political beliefs or views. But this is what they do. So now they'll take a screenshot of my post, they'll put it on Twitter, and I have hundreds of people coming after me now, right? Cowards. These people are cowards. I mean, it goes on and on. But there's one comment in particular that I want to read to you guys right here. Okay, what has now been branded as cancel culture is nothing new. It has always been in America, dating back to Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali. Not only was he threatened with jail time, first of all, you know shit about Muhammad Ali. Like, do these people not understand? They're talking to me, a boxing historian. Like, I could write a book on Muhammad Ali, but we'll get there. Okay, they tried to end his boxing career. No, not, I mean, yes, but not for what you're claiming. Okay, another example, Bill Maher comments on 9/11 got his show canceled. Okay, well, you know, making comments about 9/11 where hundreds and thousands of people died, compared to Paulie talking about Eastern Europeans, I don't see the correlation here, but let's continue. Stephen Espinoza and other and Showtime have been in support of BLM movement. You go against that, you're going to be gone. If you go against that, you're going to be gone. This is their mentality. Now, guys, doesn't that sound familiar? There was someone in history that kind of had this mindset, this train of thought. His name was, what was his name? Hitler. That's right, Hitler. Yeah, Hitler thought like this. Do as I say or you will be gone. Yeah. Was it? Yeah, I believe that, yeah, that was Hitler that put out this type of speech and this type of tyranny. Right? He says here, you go against that, you're going to be gone. If I worked for a conservative pro-life company and said that abortions were okay, I would be disciplined and told to take back my comments or face termination. Not true. Simply not true. I work, you know, I have, me, Counterpunch Boxing, I do work for a conservative, right-leaning Republican company. And guess what? We have people that, you know, some people are you know, pro-choice. You know, some people aren't. It doesn't matter. I've never seen one person fired for their beliefs. So, you know, but it does happen, though. He has a good point, and that's actually the scary thing. He has a great point. They recently did a poll, and the poll was, are you afraid, are you comfortable with telling other people that you work with or people in general, in the general public, how you really feel? And I think it was something like 74% Americans, this was African American, Hispanic, Asian, white, all walks of life, said, no, I'm not comfortable speaking my mind because I don't want to be fired. I don't want to be canceled. Again, it reminds me of that guy back in history. Anyway, you know the name, right? I mean, it's crazy. America is a shithole when it comes to sensitive PC bullshit. It changes from day to day what can be said and what can't be said, and yet the rest of the world is laughing. You're absolutely right. I mean, it goes on and on and on. Apparently, racism in America only applies to black. When it's against white, like Haney did, it's exempted. That's very true. But here's the thing. I don't care what Haney said. Why? Because that's his right as an American. I may not like it. I may not agree with it, but it's his right. And I hope he doesn't get canceled. I hope, people, continue to support him, because you can't say, stop canceling this group of people, but not that group of people, right? This is America. I mean, you have the right to speak your mind, as long as, it's not bringing harm, physical harm to another individual. When 74% of the country is afraid to give their honest opinion, and I don't mean a racist opinion, I mean just their political beliefs. Like, yeah, I support Trump, or no, I support Biden. I like the Democrats. I like Bernie Sanders. 74% of the country is afraid to tell somebody that is not in their immediate social circle. Guys, I mean, this is crazy, okay? And I wrote here, what about Kevin Hart getting canceled from the Oscars? Where was BLM? Or the man, the police officer, the African-American man, shot and killed. Where was the protest? Right? And I wrote here, what about the 40 plus people getting shot in Chicago on a monthly basis? I think it's weekly. I don't know, whatever. A lot of people dying over there. Where's the protest? Right? I wrote here, let's talk stat. In 2019, more white people were killed by police officers than black people, while African Americans committed over 50% of the crime. That's not a racist comment, it's just a fact. And you guys can look this up. More white Americans were shot and killed by the police going back, I want to say all the way back to 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, versus any other, African American, Asian, Hispanic, whatever. So now, having said that, do I believe that there is racism in our country? Absolutely, 100%, yes, I do. But I can tell you, I'm around white people all day. I'm around black people all day. I'm around, Mexicans, Asians, whatever. And I don't think I've ever seen anyone just being just utterly racist. I've never seen it. I've been on this earth over 40 years, and I've never seen it, not one time. I mean, where is all this racism? I mean, guys, I'm being serious, okay? I think taking a man's ability to feed his family is more evil than simply saying something evil, because simply words without actions are just that, words. And I agree. Anyway, guys, you get the point here, right? I don't want to keep babbling on and on and on. So my point is, guys, yes, racism is a problem. Sure it is. But, like I said earlier, I'm tired of people telling me, what an evil individual I am because of the color of my skin. It is the definition of racism, or people telling me, if we don't have the same opinion, then I'm going to label you as a racist and I'm going to cancel you. I mean, guys, like I said, are we living in like Nazi Germany here? What is going on? Is America turning into this like communist country? I don't get it. I really don't. So that's really all I'm going to say. And I'll get back to boxing. But this is why, I've been gone for a while, had to take a few days to think about things. And I've decided, what? Speak your mind. Don't be afraid to speak your mind. And like I said in the beginning, people that are trying to tell you how terrible you are in order to tear you down, in order to build themselves up, stay away from those people. Don't encourage it. And also, You know, I've been called a racist so many times. You know, a guy that raised, you guys know, you know, my stepdaughter, she's half black. I lost my virginity to a black girl. My best friend is a black guy. You know, my favorite boxers on the planet, all African American. You know, going back to 1908, Jack Johnson, the first heavyweight champion of the world. You know, we were both born in the same town. You know, Sugar Ray Robinson, even Sugar Ray Leonard, but Sugar Ray Robinson, dude's like a hero to me. You know, Muhammad Ali. You know, Roy Jones, Mike Tyson. These guys were like heroes of mine. You know, so, but whatever. I'm not going to give you my credentials, but, you know, I'm not a racist, and I'm tired of being called that. So, all right, guys, I'm going to put the Patreon link below, and we'll get back to boxing tomorrow.